For thousands of years, humanity has asked one of the biggest questions ever. Where did civilization begin? Who were the first people to build cities, create laws, grow food, and transform from simple hunter-gatherers into powerful societies? For a long time, historians believed they had the answer. Ancient Egypt, ancient Iraq, home of Mesopotamia, the lands between the great rivers. This was supposed to be where civilization was born. But what if that story is incomplete? What if human civilization is far older, far stranger, and far more mysterious than anyone imagined? Because recent discoveries are shaking the foundations of history. Archaeologists are uncovering sites that are over 15,000 years old. Places so ancient, they existed before writing, before farming, before pottery, and yet somehow, these people built massive stone structures with extraordinary precision. Which raises an unsettling question. If they were not supposed to be civilized yet, then who built them? And what happened to them? To understand this mystery, we need to go back to a time before recorded history. Imagine Earth around 15,000 years ago. The Ice Age was ending. Massive glaciers covered huge portions of the planet. Sea levels were lower. The climate was unstable. Survival was brutal. Humans lived mostly as nomads. They hunted animals, gathered plants, moved constantly. At least, that's what we thought. Because then archaeologists found something impossible. In modern-day Turkey, a discovery stunned the world. A site called Göbekli Tepe. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary hill. Nothing special. But beneath the surface was something extraordinary. Huge circular stone structures. Massive T-shaped pillars. Some weighing over 10 tons. Carved with animals. Symbols. Mysterious markings. The dating shocked everyone. Around 11,600 years old. That makes it older than Stonehenge by over 6,000 years. Older than the pyramids by roughly 7,000 years. Think about that. This was built before the invention of agriculture. Before metal tools. Before cities. According to traditional history, this should not have been possible. And yet, there it was. Standing in stone. Proof that someone built monumental architecture thousands of years earlier than expected. But the mystery gets deeper. Who built Göbekli Tepe? There is no clear evidence of kings. No obvious palaces. No giant empire. Just massive ritual structures. This led some archaeologists to a shocking theory. What if religion came before civilization? What if humans gathered first to worship, and then created farming to feed those gatherings? That completely flips the traditional story. For decades, historians believed farming created civilization. But now, civilization itself may have started with belief, with ritual, with shared meaning, with something bigger than survival. But Göbekli Tepe may not be the beginning. There are even older clues. In the region known as the Fertile Crescent, humans began experimenting with permanent settlements long before official civilization. Places like Jericho reveal communities that existed over 10,000 years ago. Stone walls, homes, organized living. People were no longer simply wandering. They were staying, building, planning, creating systems. And once humans settled, everything changed. Agriculture transformed life. Wheat, barley, rice, food surpluses changed the rules of survival. For the first time in history, not everyone needed to hunt or farm. Some people became builders, priests, merchants, leaders. Society became more complex. Then came cities. And with cities came true civilization. In Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, something revolutionary happened. The Sumerians emerged. They built some of the first great cities. Uruk, places filled with temples, trade, and innovation. The Sumerians gave humanity extraordinary breakthroughs. Writing, mathematics, law, recorded history, the wheel. This was civilization in full power. and many historians call Sumer the first true civilization on Earth. But not everyone agrees, because around the same time, other civilizations were rising too. Ancient Egypt flourished along the Nile. The Indus Valley Civilization emerged in South Asia. Ancient China developed along the Yellow River. Were these independent inventions, or did knowledge spread from an older source? This is where things become controversial. Some researchers believe there may have been an even older civilization, one erased by catastrophe, a civilization lost to rising seas. At the end of the Ice Age, sea levels rose dramatically. Entire coastlines disappeared underwater. Ancient settlements may now lie buried beneath oceans. Think about that. If early civilizations were built near coastlines, many could now be gone forever, submerged, hidden, waiting to be discovered. And there are intriguing clues. Underwater ruins, mysterious structures, ancient legends. Nearly every major culture tells stories of a great flood. The story of Epic of Gilgamesh. The story of Genesis. Flood myths across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Coincidence? Or memories of real events passed down through generations? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. Human history is far more complicated than we once believed. The old timeline is breaking. The idea that civilization suddenly appeared 5,000 years ago no longer feels complete, because the evidence suggests something extraordinary. Humanity was organizing, building, believing, and creating much earlier than we thought. Perhaps civilization did not begin in one place. Perhaps it emerged in multiple places. Or perhaps there was a forgotten beginning, a first civilization now lost to time, buried under sand, buried under water, buried under thousands of years of history. And maybe we are only now uncovering its traces. Every excavation changes the story. Every new discovery forces us to ask harder questions. What have we missed? What lies beneath unexplored deserts? What waits under the oceans? What secrets remain hidden under our feet? The first civilization on Earth may still be unknown. That idea is both thrilling and unsettling, because if history is incomplete, then everything we think we know about our origins could change. Maybe the first civilization wasn't Egypt. Maybe it wasn't Sumer. Maybe it wasn't even something we've discovered yet. The truth could still be waiting, somewhere in forgotten ruins, somewhere beneath ancient stone, somewhere in the shadows of history. And when we finally find it, it may rewrite the story of humanity forever. Because the greatest mystery in human history isn't just how civilization rose. It's whether we've even found the real beginning. And perhaps the most fascinating part of all, the first civilization may not be lost. It may simply be waiting for us to uncover it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, The Science Signal, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family members. Your support helps us create more exciting and informative content for you. Thank you so much for watching, and we truly appreciate every one of you. See you in the next video.